Hey guys, this is the patch 7.15 update for Warrior, and we are going to start off with arms. Now, arms hasn't actually changed in the patch really at all. There were a couple tweaks, but nothing significant enough to really change the rotation. But the profile has changed. I made a few tweaks to it. One noticeable change you'll see is that the focused rage icon is now a permanent icon if you took the talent, and it no longer has a notification for when it's an optimal time to use it. The reason for that is because it turned out to just be a bit too distracting, and people from what I was seeing, we're not getting the most out of the spec. So what I would recommend is just do a bit of reading. Generally, you'd want to use it with plus 25 rage, plus 30 rage. Never use it less than that, so you never starve yourself on rage. Other than that, other changes that have happened, I've changed some logic in the execute, and also how it interacts with focused rage. Now you won't be told to use a 3-stack focused rage Mortal Strike unless you have execute. Unless you have battle cry. Execute will always be there. So what you notice is that you can continue to generate as much as you want. You can keep spending it, but execute will always be shown until you get battle cry for that guaranteed crit. Another thing you'll see is that there is an auto attack swing timer that has been added onto the rage bar. It starts gray and goes red as it finishes, and that'll let you know when your next attack is going to generate rage for you. You'll see that present in Fury as well, but for Fury, again, not a lot has changed. Tweaks have been made. The whole profile overall has seen some improvements in how it determines what the best spell to cast is. But other than that, you shouldn't really see too many differences between the way that you play it now versus the way you played it before. One thing I did try to do was I tried to reduce the amount of filler spells you had, so that you could cast more Bloodthirst and more Rampages and things like that in between. So they should appear slightly less than they did before, and that your DPS should go up because of it. Overall, though, like I said, ARMS hasn't actually received really any changes. It's pretty much exactly as it was before. The only things this patch did was increase some numbers, lower some numbers, and just some minor tweaking overall. Overall, this has been a pretty uneventful patch for Warriors. But as I said, you can go ahead and follow what you see in the center of the screen, and it should give you your best option for DPS at that moment. And if you have the Stoneheart Ring, it now also will track the Enrage buff before telling you to use Execute. And lastly, Prot is the only spec that received changes, talent changes, and also how abilities work. Focused Rage has been completely removed, so I removed it as well. And the rotation has been adjusted to now include Thunderclap, and also it now accounts for the new talents being Devastator and the new ability tweaks on Revenge. Now, the rotation will follow. It'll tell you basically just to use Thunderclap and Shield Slam on cooldown. If you took the Devastator talent, Devastate won't show up. Obviously, it's not an ability you can use. Otherwise, it will show up as a filler spell, and Revenge will be there, assuming you can afford to use it. But yeah, everything here should be good to go, and you should have no problem stepping right in. As always, you can find this on chesder.weebly.com. I will also continue to post updates on the other forums, such as MMO Champion, Reddit, and so on. And that'll be it for this video. I will catch you guys in the next. See you later.